Hi, you're on Rescue TV. I am so excited to finally bring you one of my favorite people in the beauty industry, Nicole Eccles, co-founder and creative director of two incredible brands, Glasshouse Fragrances and Circa Home. Welcome to Rescue TV, my friend.
Hello.
You have been making the world a better smelling place for about 8 years now.
That is all we're here to do.
We are here to thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
You know, when I first discovered Glasshouse Fragrances, I was in David Jones, and I remember walking through and seeing one of your iconic big boxes and go, oh, I don't know that brand. What's this? What's this? But I was so drawn to the packaging, and then I opened it and I thought, oh my God, this is different. What was that thing that you did, that magic that bewitched Australia?
Well, it's interesting. So I am from New York, as you can hear, and I was a single mother. And I was a makeup artist for Chanel. I was one of their residents at Saks Fifth Avenue. And I wanted something different for my son. So I moved from makeup artistry into corporate business and sales, which led me from New York to San Francisco. And I didn't like San Francisco at all. And I couldn't move back to New York because I was embarrassed because everyone threw me a going away party. I know that's ridiculous. And just kept going. And I came to Australia and I loved it. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. But I knew that this was the place I wanted to be.
And how many years ago is this?
That was
like a decade ago?
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
It was 8 years. Because the interesting thing is, the minute I arrived here, I had brought with me this beautiful candle that's part of my life. It's what I do. And it had finished. So I went to David Jones to buy another. And there was nothing there. Anything that I could find was really, really expensive and or not good quality. So it was at that moment that I decided, you know what, this is what my calling is, because it was something that I've always, fragrance and beautiful home fragrance and body fragrance, these are the things that I'm really passionate about. So
and you're really good at.
Yes, well, we try. And I think that commitment to product quality is vital to the outcome of a product. Nothing goes out in our business unless I love it or it works well, and that's the difference.
Let's take it back a notch. So you have a need, you have that dream entrepreneurial aha moment.
Yes.
That, you know, someone who's watching this might be waiting for that dream idea to come to them.
Yes.
But it was born out of necessity.
It was born out of necessity. There was a clear gap in this market, not only in candles and home fragrance, but also in body care. There was high end, so beautiful luxury brands from Europe, and there was sort of low retail and brands that I'm not used to. And I just felt that, why is it that you have to be wealthy here to enjoy and have beautiful fragrance? It seemed silly. And so
you made a candle.
No, actually, I had no idea how to make a candle. I didn't know the first thing about making candles. What I did know how to do was create a business plan. So I created a business plan that took quite a while because you know, I had to gather data that I didn't have: market size, cost of goods, you know, all the things that go along with a proper business plan.
And is that like a piece of advice you would give to someone to take the time?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people have really great ideas, but you have to create a plan so that you can ensure that they're actually a business. It's one thing to have something you love, it's another to make a business out of it.
I think that's really interesting, because I think most people who know your story or know the brand just see the creative output, and perhaps, I mean, everyone knows it's a big, successful brand, but I guess I didn't even realize that for someone who's so creative, you really took the time to put those foundations in and to develop a strategy.
You have to. You know what's interesting is I never realized I was that creative. I considered myself more of a business person and more of a salesperson. And I had no idea that I could even do this creative thing. And what happened was, originally I started using an agency, like, can you design this and can you design that? And although they did a good job, I found that myself and whoever I led could do a better job. So it was this organic process going from, I'm going to just be selling here or pushing this brand, to I'm actually going to create everything we do. And the challenge in that was the fact that I didn't know how to make any products. So, but what I did know is exactly what it needed to look like and how it had to behave, because I knew what good product was and what not so good product was. And that was just based on experience. I mean, working for Chanel for all those years, being in New York where you're just constantly trying things. So it was very interesting to go from, you know, knowing what it needs to look like, trying to get it that way. And that journey has taken years. There's still things I look at and say, God, I wish I could make that a little bit better. And the nature of particularly candles, they're so finicky and they're so difficult. Every one of our products has different wicks in it, different fragrance concentrations. You have to build the fragrances a certain way to be compatible with the wax. It is a very, very complex business.
Let me ask you something. You have got two brands. So you launched with
Yes.
Glass House.
Yes.
And then you created a sister brand,
Yes,
Circa Home.
Circa Home.
Can you tell me the difference between the two brands?
Sure.
Because they're very different.
They are different. Circa Home is very much about lifestyle. It's intrinsic. So it's about loving something for yourself. It's about creating memories for yourself, for your family. I wanted to have the warmth and the coziness, where Glass House tends to be a little more glamorous.
She's a showgirl.
A little chic, extroverted. Circa, she's introverted. She cares more about her surroundings and her family, organic eating. It's a soy wax compared to the Glass House, which is a blend of waxes. So the difference was really about a portfolio of products that would meet all the needs of all the consumers in the market. That's pretty much why we did it. And I think every girl has both those personalities. There's times where you just want to be glamorous, you want to dress up, you want to go out, and there's times where you just want to stay home all weekend and cook and drink wine and just do nothing. And that's what these brands represent.
And you've had some incredible support from retailers.
Yes.
Can you share with us your advice on how to behave in business when you're just starting out? Because clearly you've got some stuff to teach everyone.
You know, people ask me that a lot. And you know what's really funny is what I did that was so successful, I did out of naivete and being an American. So when we started, I literally we had money and we had budgeted into this business plan. We had the funds to send a select group of retailers, just put a box of product on their doorstep. No questions asked, here it is. And I found these retailers reading magazines, finding out who they were, because I didn't have any of it. I wasn't from here. So I'd read Home Beautiful, I'd read Vogue Living, Belle, and Inside Out, and I just, that retailer. And I'd build these lists, and then I just drop the product. Now, I was abused by some of them, and by others, I was thanked. But in the end, everyone said, okay, fine, we'll try it. And that was it. I mean, overnight, we had distribution, and that is not something I would encourage now, because at the time no one had done it. And now there's been a few other people trying to do it, but in this particular category, I think it's a little too late. You know, we're doing, I hate to say it, but we're doing such an amazing job trying to build this brand and make sure the products are beautiful, and the price is right and all the different things. It's hard to get distribution against us.
But I think it's very hard to say no to you. I think that, you know, you are a force of nature, and you're so well loved in the industry because you really walk your talk. Can I ask you, I just want to talk about the creative process before we finish up, because I think so much of the charm of both brands has to do with the dream that goes into each story. One of my favorite collaborations and creations that you did for Circa Home is the work you've done with the Florence Broadhurst collection.
Yes.
I just thought that it was flawlessly executed and so exciting. And then, of course, Glass House, you do these beautiful collections. Can you share with us kind of the creative process behind one of your launches?
So I think the difference between our brands and a lot of other brands is the integrity that goes into the design of the product. So in the example of Florence Broadhurst, and then I'll get on to more of a limited edition product because it's here and I can walk you through that. But it was almost like preparing for a role in a movie. I needed to understand this woman. I needed to read about her life. I needed to see her designs, and I had to pretend I was her because I wanted the product to speak, and that wasn't hard because she was eccentric. But I wanted the product to speak to her. If she was alive today, I wanted her to love it and burn it, and that was really important to me. So spending time getting to know her, that was important. For example, this new fragrance is called Le Cabaret.
This is very you.
It's very me. But for this fragrance, this is violet patchouli, and it's absolutely amazing. But pretty. In order to design this was based on this whole nightlife in Paris idea. And when I designed this fragrance, what I had in my mind was this nighttime in Paris, the beautiful Art Nouveau archways of the metro, sort of evening, and then the idea of these violets sort of floating up, going over the archways, leading you into the cabaret, and then the scent of women with their fishnet stockings and sort of the musky curtains, velvet dark curtains. All of those ideas come into the bespoke design of these fragrances, and particularly with the limited editions, I just love it because I can go against the grain in terms of the design and the range and just create something completely different. And I love that because it feeds my creative nature and my ability to go, you know what, let's do something really wild. And we're a little bit unpredictable because you never know what I'm going to think of. But in this case, it was a bit sexy, Paris, beautiful, balmy night.
So I have to ask you, and this might be asking you to pick your favorite child.
My favorite child.
What is your favorite creation?
I'm loving that one right now.
It's delicious.
No,
she's your newborn.
If she's my newborn, and this is the thing, I move very quickly. So
You must have a historical reference that you love.
I do. One of the original fragrances, and it was one of the first fragrances we came out with, was Kakadu. It's still one of my favorites.
Right.
Can't go past Taha for the weekend when you're baking.
Taha I think is got to be international favorite.
It is my international favorite, but my most prized baby collection is the La Maison Glass House.
Yes.
Which was such a delight to work on. The perfumers that we worked with, Dominique Boulet, Arnaud Fnard, some of these people are just the most renowned fragrance perfumers in the industry. And they worked on brands like Joop and Givenchy and Fendi. And to work with these people to develop this range was it was magnificent. It was magnificent. I loved it, and I got to go to Paris several times, so you can't go past that.
Well, I have to say thank you so much.
Thank you
for sharing your beautiful story, but also for your amazing creative vision. We always have like a moment when we light a glass house or a Circa home candle. It is a ritual, whether it's at home or in the office, and I think that you've brought so much pleasure and joy into so many.
Thank you, Baha, and thank you
for
your
support. Not just her amazing personality, but also the products you've created.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what's next.
Thanks.